What is up, y'all? Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the rest of our week predictions, week 15 prediction. And I am actually recording this intro on the same day as the Thursday Night Football video is going on, and I couldn't have been more wrong about it being a snooze fest. Maybe if you're a Chargers fan. Then again, if you're a Chargers fan, you're probably not watching this video because you probably don't exist anymore. Not that a lot of you existed anyway. It's not going good for the Chargers. I mean, 42-0 at halftime. Are you kidding me? Are you actually serious? That's not even what this video is about. We're here for the rest of the week. But I can safely say that I probably got my game pick wrong for the Chargers, and along with like everybody else. So, you guys already saw the thing, but in case you didn't, here are the stats for the stats. Here are the records for last week, and then after that, it'll show overall records. With everything being said, let's just get right into it. I know this is gonna be a hefty video, so let's get right into it. The Minnesota Vikings are visiting the Cincinnati Bengals. I have the Bengals in this game. Browning has been playing decent enough to win. Everybody's kind of glazing him right now. He's not that guy. Trust me, pal. He's not. The fact that he ever won the Player of the Week is crazy to me. But maybe I'm just a hater. The Vikings just won the shittiest game I've ever seen. We mentioned that in the Thursday Night Football thing. Like, there isn't really much to say. The Bengals just have a way better roster. I don't know about way better. But I don't know if they're starting Josh Dobbs. No, they're not, because they just named the other dude.
No, Nick Mullins, baby.
Nick Mullins. Yeah, the Bengals are going to win. I mean, I know I was just talking shit about Browning, but he's better than Nick Mullins. So, I'll go with the Bengals here. Who do you got in this game?
So, I feel like the Vikings defense is very slept on. I feel like they're a very good defense. They've been putting up really consistent numbers, even though this offense has sucked ass this entire season. But without Kirk, obviously without Dalvin Cook this season, and with the chance of Justin Jefferson not playing, I'm going to have to go with the Bengals here. While Jake Browning is still hot, hopefully he can keep the momentum that he's been having since past 2 weeks. He didn't play that good versus Pittsburgh, but hopefully he can ride that momentum, pull out what actually could be a really important game, and they could still make a wild card spot, which sounds crazy that a Joe Burrow-less Bengals could be a wild card team.
Yeah, it does kind of sound crazy, but with the way that they've been playing, ain't crazy no more, unfortunately. The AFC North is loaded. Pause.
What do you mean by that?
Anyway, speaking of AFC North, the next game, the Pittsburgh Steelers are visiting the Indianapolis Colts. Now, obviously, there's a lot of shifting tides in this game with predictions. A lot more people are going with the Colts now because the Steelers have just dropped to like the worst teams ever. Alright, so I understand why that's happening. The reason I'm picking the Steelers goes beyond me just being a fan of them. But the last, I think 8 matchups versus the Colts, the Steelers have won. We kind of own them at this point. And we need this game. Like, we needed the last 2 weeks, you could say, and we would be in we'd still be the 5 seed because of the Ravens, but we'd be in a lot better of a position than we are now. We'd control our own destiny, so to speak. But obviously, you win some, you lose some, and with the Steelers, those losses hit heavy. So, I mean, we're going to win against the Colts team. I can guarantee it, bro. On Saturday, we're going to win because we own the Colts. And I just don't believe in them. I think our defense is going to kick it up, obviously. Minkah Fitzpatrick has been stepping into the leadership role, calling out the team, basically, because obviously there's some inner turmoil going on. But Steelers always seem to figure it out. Mike Tomlin's got to get his winning season, whether that means playoffs or not, unfortunately for me. So I'm still going to have to pick the Steelers here. I don't see the Colts winning. What about you, Cole?
So, funny enough, my exact reasoning for this team winning is because of that 500. Looking at the Steelers' record, I feel like Week 17 and Week 18, they're not going to win either on the road for both in Seattle and Baltimore. And they're 7-6, meaning they're going to have to win both following 2 games. And I genuinely think that the Steelers' defense is going to lock in, even though Minshew Mania actually played really well last week. Well, not really well. Played okay, but he played well for being Minshew. But Zach Moss hasn't bounced up to where Jonathan Taylor has been, and no Jonathan Taylor in this game. I could see TJ Watt going crazy, disrupting Minshew. Minshew looks actually terrible and throws 3 picks, and
We still only win by 3.
I'm like, it's not going to be a good game for the Steelers. It won't be a good game at all. They might put up double digits, but I feel like they're going to win.
Alrighty, next game, the Denver Broncos are visiting the Detroit Lions. And the Lions, I don't know what the hell's going on there, but Jared Goff is not playing like his normal self. Jahmyr Gibbs had himself an okay game despite, what actually happened in the game. JF1 going crazy and everybody's pissed about the nickname. The Bears just outplayed them, and I think that says more about the Bears than it does for the Lions, so all those Bears fans can have their false hopes get up again. But the Lions, it is room for concern. After you guys got absolutely pummeled by the Baltimore Ravens, you guys have not been the same. I don't think it's too concerning, especially against a Broncos team that have been ramping it up so far. I just don't think they're going to be one of the top teams in the NFC still in the Eagles and the Lions. So that's who I got in this game. What about you, Cole?
So this is the first Saturday night and big stuff here. But being at home in Detroit after a really bad loss, I don't see how the Lions lose this game at all. I think they're going to come out hungry. They're going to bite a kneecap on the way up. They're going to go back down. They're going to bite another kneecap on the way up. But no, this Lions team, they need this one bad. Not for seeding or anything like that, but for just morale purposes. They need this one bad. They need to bounce back, and they need to bounce back big after that following week and make these last 4 games count. So give me the Lions.
Next game, the Chicago Bears are visiting the Cleveland Browns. And now, for a while I had the Browns here. I literally just made this decision. I changed it to the Bears, and here's why. The Bears impressed me last week on defense especially. Now, I like what they did on offense. Obviously, Justin Fields did great on the ground. A lot of the time, the Bears don't let Justin Fields go crazy. They try to force him into something he isn't, and I can guarantee you that he's not just going to continue to do what he's doing probably. I could be wrong considering that his job is pretty much on the line here, and I said that earlier on in the season. I said that he is put on the hot seat now from when he came back, and for me, I feel like he's done enough. But the defense is really what's improving here to me. I've seen against the Lions now twice when they faced them that they have completely locked them down. Their pass rush seems to be getting a lot better, creating a lot of pressure. And against quarterbacks like Jared Goff, it works. And I don't think Joe Flacco is going to be much better. While he is a vet, we have to remember who Joe Flacco is. He is no longer the Baltimore Ravens Joe Flacco. This isn't going to last forever. And this is also part of me hating on the Browns. I understand that, but I don't know. I don't know why I have this feeling the Bears are going to win, but they're improving at the right time. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but at the same time, I think JF1 is going to save his starting spot. And the Bears fans will have something to look forward to next season, but it seems like they do that a lot. So what about you, Cole? Who do you got in this game?
So I feel like this game, these last 4 weeks, is going to be everything in the Fields. Already, season's not even over. There's already rumors of him being a Pittsburgh Steeler or Atlanta Falcon next year. And the worst part is it's not even his team that's doing bad. It's the fact that they have the Panthers pick, right?
Yeah.
Could be mistaken. Yeah, they have the Panthers pick. So he's not even going to get replaced because his team is doing bad. He's being replaced because that team is actually cheeks. And with that, I think Justin Fields these last 4 games knows that, and he's just going to go as hard as he possibly can to purposely ruin this draft pick. But at the exact same time, I don't know what it is about this Browns team. Looking at this roster, they're not like an overly good team on paper. But week after week, they just keep proving me wrong. And part of me just also thinks it's because the Jets got rid of Joe Flacco, and we can't get a quarterback that's good to save our lives. Flacco's kind of going off just a little bit. So between Joe Flacco just somehow this offense repeatedly putting up 30 points in big games, and I just think Myles Garrett is going to have a field day with this really bad Bears O-line. And I think this is going to be the closer for Fields as a Bear. This game will seal him leaving after the season. So give me the Browns.
What's up, guys? I'm just going to pop in the middle of the video to say that I done ran out of time editing this video. Listen, so much came up. It is not an excuse. So the rest of this video is about to be a speed round. We're about to go with the speed of light. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get into it. It doesn't help that we spent like 40 minutes talking, bro. I'm sorry. I just don't have the time. So we're about to just speed run it. Let's go. Next game, the Atlanta Falcons are visiting the Carolina Panthers. That's why I had the Falcons.
No matter what, I'm going to go with the Falcons.
Then the Bucks are visiting the Green Bay Packers. That's why I have the Packers in this.
I'm just going to go with the Bucks.
Houston Texans are going to be facing the Tennessee Titans. Despite their injury trouble, I'm going to pick the Texans.
I just got to put faith in my boy CJ Stroud. Put faith in my boy pulling through on the road.
The New York Jets, oh yeah, versus the Miami Dolphins.
Give me upset of the week, New York Jets going into Miami.
Still, I know better than to pick the Jets in this game, so I'm going to pick the Dolphins. The Giants are going to visit the New Orleans Saints. I got the Saints in this game. Enough said.
Give me the Saints in a really big home win.
All right, next game. The Kansas City Chiefs are visiting the New England Patriots. Chiefs are winning. Next question. Who do you got in this game, Cole?
Chiefs are going stupid this game. I'm sorry.
Washington Commies going against the Los Angeles Rams. I got the Rams in this game. What about you, Cole?
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams.
San Fran visiting Arizona Cardinals. I'm sure we're going to spend all of 2 seconds talking about this. The Cardinals are
So this is the tank for Marvin Harrison Jr. versus the Super Bowl favorites. Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys, who just beat the shitty-ass, fraudulent-ass Philadelphia Eagles. And they're visiting the Buffalo Bills, who just beat the shit-ass, fraudulent-ass Chiefs.
I'm just feeling the Cowboys this game.
I think the Cowboys are just the more reliable pick here. Baltimore Ravens are visiting the Jacksonville Jaguares, so I still have the Ravens in this game. What about you?
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
It being in Seattle is quite interesting, and the Eagles have just dropped 2 in a row. I got to go with the Eagles. They have too much to play for, so who do you got in this game?
I feel like Eagles are going to have to kick it in.
Thank you guys for making it to the end of this. Here's what Madden thought of all the games this week. And, I mean, it seems to be starting off with a banger, all right? Not a banger for Chargers fans, but this week is going to be quite interesting, clearly, if Thursday Night Football ended up like it did. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And then put on the bell, because you guys know by now, if you don't do that, your family is not safe. Believe me, they're not. Y'all don't know this by now? I see you. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.